Hi, Kirsten. We're doing a topic on should marijuana be legalized. In your opinion, why do you think that society perceives marijuana as a negative influence?
Um, I don't really know. I think that's one leftover from like the 50s, like old. I don't know if you've seen the old movie Reefer Madness, but it was like a film for schools about the cons of marijuana, and it's just insane. Anyway, I don't really know. I don't see a problem with it. It's healthier for you than smoking. It's a natural plant. I mean, so is tobacco, but cigarettes go through so much chemicalization that it's nuts. I'd rather you smoke a doobie than smoke a cigarette in front of me. I have no idea why everyone thinks it's so bad. I don't.
What do you think the difference is from the way it was perceived in the 70s and 80s as the way that it's opposed to now?
Oh, well, I was born in 88, so I other than, things I've seen on TV and movies from the era, um, I can't really say much on how it was perceived then, but I would I would say it's gotten a lot more negative from my understanding, which I don't really I don't really get because it doesn't really do anything bad. I mean, personally, I don't smoke, but it's never affected me in a bad way as a non-smoking bystander, and I've never really seen it negatively affect anyone who does smoke it. Um, I hang out in bars and at parties and stuff, and they're all normal and just they're either sleepier or happier, neither of which I have a problem with. And I've heard that it helps with pain, which is, in my opinion, as someone who has a disability and is in at least minimal pain quite a lot of the time, you know, relief from pain is never a bad thing. I think that um, the the older generation in the 70s and 80s were scared of it, and now that the 70s and 80s are the older generation, I think they have a lot to say about the things it can be laced with, like if you don't get pure marijuana, which can create a problem, because I mean, I wouldn't ever want to lose somebody to a doob that was laced, or however you make it that was laced. That would be horrible. So I think it a lot of the negative perceptions come from a fear of the unknown. But
So, in your opinion, what do you think is worse, cigarettes, alcohol, or marijuana?
I'm going to go with alcohol on that one. I have seen a lot of bad things. A lot of alcohol affects a lot of people in a personality shifting way. A lot of the nicest people that I've ever known get really, really weird and angry and abusive and terrible when they're drunk, or drunk and high, whatever the case may be. So definitely don't mix the two. But by itself would be alcohol. Next would be cigarettes, because I mean nobody wants cancer. But definitely alcohol in that one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And what kind of people, in your opinion, do you believe that could benefit from smoking marijuana and why?
Um, People in pain, as I touched on before, I've heard that it does a lot for the relief of pain. People that want to escape their problems in a safe way. I've heard a lot of people state that it takes them to a happy place. Of course, there are other ways to find happy places if you wish, but I think escapism and pain, any kind of pain, emotional pain, physical pain, escapism is your friend, however form you get it, as long as it's not hurting anyone else.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And do you think that marijuana is abused in any way?
Not really. I mean, I'm not necessarily up on the culture because I don't smoke. I mean, I've tried it, but it didn't really do anything for me, and I was like, there was no point. And I've heard people say that you need to get high a couple of times before it actually hits you, but I mean, what's the point, really? For me, anyway. But I don't think that there's overuse in a negative way at all. But I'm not an insider on that side of the culture of the world, so.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.